Hello everyone! How are you? Fine, thank you. I'm Calico, and this over here is my daughter Haybean. Hi! Okay, she says bye. Two of my favorite things in life are XG and fashion, so when you combine the two, you get the best thing on this planet, besides Haven, of course, and she's coming. Passing by. And if you don't know XG, they're a Japanese girl group based in South Korea, run by the company XGALX and their big man Simon, and their discography is entirely in English, and their genres include pop, R&B to hip-hop, so there's gotta be something of theirs that you like. And a huge part of XG's identity is their fashion, what they wear, and how they present themselves on and off of stage. So in today's video, I'll be talking about their styling from debut to now, their own personal styles, and how I would style them, plus clothing I've actually thrifted for them if I had the chance to meet them. So, XG's take on fashion is actually really refreshing and unique. It's quite quirky as they incorporate the supernatural and sci-fi with their alien and wolf-like outfits, and every comeback is always something new. So, starting off with debut with their singles Tippy Toes and Mascara, the concept around this time was very girl boss and female empowerment, as the songs were all about knowing your worth. So outfits were suits, the blazers, a fiercer makeup look, but also outfits that were very reminiscent of the classic K-pop girl group. After debut, they began working on their first album, Shooting Star, which shifted away from the image and concept that they were initially going for. The Shooting Star era is very 2000s R&B, and we can really see that in their outfits and performance. Whenever I see them in the coordinated denim outfits with the bucket hats, I always think of the Jabberwockies, which I grew up watching, and this is 110% influenced by black artists. Time and time again, these girls have shown their love and appreciation for black artists, especially in interviews where they are tested for their musical knowledge, referencing artists like Big Crit, No Diggity, TLC, Destiny's Child. And these artists really set the precedent and own the scene of R&B, rap, and hip-hop in the Western sphere. So, to them, we owe our thanks. And I'm sliding this in as a disclaimer, just so you know I want to approach the topic of cultural appropriation as respectfully as I can. And especially in recent times, we've seen so many groups misuse the whole hip-hop, rap, R&B, and Y2K concept, and it can really go to show how ignorant the whole industry can be. And with full transparency, XG has been subjected to this, especially in stylistic choices regarding hair. So when I speak of these fashion and musical movements, just know I mean it with the best intention and full respect, both for the black artists that made this possible and accessible, but also for XG, as an alpha, but also as someone who cannot accept and interpret this for themselves. I know my place, but I welcome all opinions, so let's keep it mindful and kind. With that prefaced, I just want to jump back to it. I think Shooting Star was a perfectly executed album. The stages and performances and outfits were amazing, but let me know what you think. Following this, we got Girl Gang, which is very influenced by hip-hop and mostly rap heavy. This song is all about that female empowerment again, but more so that women can work hard and that you should take them seriously, and we could really see that in their outfits, the graphic liner, and I loved all that they had going on. Following this comeback, they would proceed with releasing TGIF, New Dance, and eventually the New DNA album as a whole. And if you pay attention to the whole concept around this time, it's very space, galaxy, and universe heavy, and if you do a deep dive into the lore, you realize it's connected back to Shooting Star, where the girls shoot into the stars, into the galaxy, and with New DNA, they approach a new planet. Honestly, I knew that they had like an alien concept, but I never read into it too deeply until I found like posts on Reddit that was explaining it. I was like, oh, this makes sense now. So styling around this time was very fun and vibrant and very summery. And here are my favorite outfits from this era. My favorite song from this album, and of all time, is Puppet Show. And I love the dance, I love the outfits that they wear, and I love especially the little hair pieces that they have going on because it makes them look like dolls. After this, we got Winter Without You around the holiday season, of course very winter-esque, and if you haven't listened to the orchestra version, oh my gosh, it is perfect if you want to relax, take a bath, or even a study. And performances for Winter Without You were purely vocal, as with the first take and live, but all the outfits seen in the music video or concept photos looked really cute. And then after this, they would release Undefeated, which is a collaboration with Riot Games for Valorant, and obviously it's not in their own realm, but the outfits for the performance and the music video has to be one of my favorites. And lo and behold, they would then release Woke Up, and it took the internet by storm. The girls really dominated the hip-hop concept, and you could see that in their rap abilities, the whole music video, the concept, and the outfits that they wore on stage. And for Woke Up, It was very heavy on the wolf concept, so we saw them in a lot of wolf fur outfits. But seriously, they did not mess around this comeback. Then we got a very different vibe with Something Ain't Right. The styling around this time was very quirky and eccentric, and whether you like it or not is completely subjective, but as a fashion girly, I loved it. Like, the whole comeback is all about something not being right, so obviously the outfits won't look right. And it's definitely different from what we've seen before, but if the girls are having fun, then that's all that matters. Then, If You Know You Know released. And it's still very much on that alien concept, but much more toned down compared to Something Ain't Right. In the music video, you can see them very alien-esque, and especially in these promo photos, but if you see the other concept for their photos, you can see them rocking their own personal style. So we saw Hinata in her pattern tights that she loves so much, Juden very edgy and punky, and also Maya giving very Y2K here. And last but not least, their most recent release, Aw. And oh my gosh, this comeback was a masterpiece. I remember seeing all the teasers and concept photos for the first time and I was jumping in my seat. I mean, hello? Look at these photos. Are they not giving alien goddess? It is so outwardly and so freaking unique. I honestly think no one else is doing it like them. And with Howling, obviously based on the title, we expect the girls to be in wolf attire, just like they did with Woke Up. And up until more recently, we didn't get to see a full performance with dedicated outfits until the MVs released for In the Rain and Is This Love. Is This Love, which released first, the girls are wearing these matching outfits with a top and a skirt, and it has this cute braided like hair, and if you actually notice it, it legit looks like real hair, but it blends so well, so if you didn't know before, now you know. And with In the Rain, which just released their MV like 2 days ago, they are wearing like these old-timey outfits, and I think it is so freaking adorable. But before these were released, the only outfits that we saw with the performances were ones that they wore on their tour. And you didn't ask, but here are my favorites that we've seen throughout their tour. And that's it for the entire timeline. Let me know which era was your favorite, which outfit stood out to you the most, and what you want to expect from future releases. I personally want to see where they're in their Gyaru element or highlighting their Japanese heritage. But that's just the first part of this video. Next up, we have the girls' personal styles, and we're going to be breaking down what they like to wear when they're off of stage. I'm such a fashion geek, and I love to see what the girls like to wear in their day-to-day lives, so let's get right into it. Starting off with Juden, our beloved leader, she's one of the more edgier members, especially with her bright red hair, usually styled in a mullet. Juden looks great in that femme fatale look. I love her in Bayonetta frames. I also love when she has that exaggerated drag doll-like makeup, and also she can be seen in punk a lot. Her personal wear is very much comfortable, usually in baggy athleisure, and much like all the other members, she loves the Y2K style, isn't afraid of a pattern. She loves her flowy and loose floral dresses, tops, and she especially loves her frames. If I could style her, I would love to see her in a more mature concept like with the Office Siren, but also something more whimsical like Whimsigoth. Next up is Chisa, and I would actually say my style is most like hers. She loves the Y2K look, and the classic Chisa fit is a Y2K top that has to have a pattern, a print, or jewels, jeans, sunnies, and a hat. I love Chisa's bright hair, usually when she's ginger or with pink hair, and I especially love it when it's long and straight, braided, or bunched up in really tight curls. My ginger queen always eats with her makeup, and I get butterflies every time I see this photo on Pinterest, and she knows exactly what I like, but I would love to see her in fairy core. Next up is Hinata, and our Hichan loves her manga and anime, and I especially love her fashion sense out of all members because of that. I mean, this girl knows what's up. I mean, this is giving Nana, and she can look like a Lolita doll, and I especially love Princess Jellyfish, and I think that is so up her alley. She loves her patterns, fun prints, and she isn't afraid to mix and match. I really love her sky blue hair or her purple hair. And overall, her image is very cutesy and innocent and bubbly, but when she's more mature, oh my gosh, she kills it. But this otaku hot girl would look great in that horror game protagonist like with Fatal Frame or even Scene, which she's done before. I just want to see it more. Next up, our beautiful Queen Harvey, and I think that she's actually the most versatile out of all members. We've seen her in so many different hair colors and styles, but I especially love what it's on the natural side and just long and straight. She looks so good in low cut tops, that bikini cut, a halter top, and of course, the members love their Y2K, but I love it on Harvey. Imagine like a halter top, low-rise jeans, a wedge, cute bag, and frames. I mean, you can't tell me she's not giving 2000s animated show, like Totally Spies, Wings Club. Like, she said it herself, you can call her Harvey, but she's not your Barbie doll. Jokes aside, I also love the edgier look on her as well, but I love when she's in her femme energy. And of course, Judia, our cutie patootie chipmunk, and by far out of all members, she's the most femme and girly, and you can tell she's in her element when she's more cutesy compared to when she's in edgier outfits. And because of that, I think the shoujo girl aesthetic would suit her so well. It would complement her youthful baby face, and overall, the pastel palette really suits her girly style. I would also love to see fairy core on her, or downtown girl, and that K-casual aesthetic where you see layered baby doll tops over jeans, sneakers. Honestly, anything femme, cutesy, girly, and pastel, anything baby girl is so Judia. And Maya, my girl, one thing about her, she loves her Y2K and will rock a matching set. She's giving Juicy Couture, Ed Hardy, and I love that 2000s trashy look on her. I have been obsessed with her blonde hair so much lately, but I also love when she's in more vibrant hair, or even when she has like highlights. She rocks the fun patterns, the bright colors, but when she's edgy, I mean, she's giving Monster High. Like, I don't know why. Like, you can't tell me that she won't rock Claudine's exact outfit. On the flip side, she can also rock that Adam Sandler outfit, but I'd especially love to see her in that insta baddie style. And last but not least, our youngest Kokona. She's so girl crush, shaved head or not. I mean, I loved her girlier image with her long black hair, but her edgy style is on top. I love when she has that edgier punk makeup and accessories. Love the fun patterned head, and I also miss her scene style. And out of all members, I think she highlights her Japanese heritage the most. We've seen her in kimono a lot. She does the face painting. I also love decora on her as well. And she actually reminds me of Billie Eilish so much. Like, these girls can rock the looser, baggier clothing, but if they choose to wear something that fits their form more, super gorgeous, and I think she should do that more. Kokona is such a wild card, but I love everything that she wears. Now, this is more for the girls than you guys, but another few of my favorite things, gift giving and vintage shopping. So whenever I go thrifting, I pick up pieces for people that I think they might like. And so for the XG members, I have 4 pieces of clothing from them each. Now, this is really not a good financial decision, but I got each of the girls their own MEJ Super Bloom hair clips, which I have clipped up and I actually use in my hair all the time. That's where all the Migook baddies get their hair claws, and I think they would love them. When I will meet them, I have no clue. Will I ever? No clue. But are these theirs? Yes. So that's everything I got for each member, but considering they're basically sisters, they're probably going to share everything. Shout out to my younger sister, she does that a lot. I know she's watching this video. But anywho, this might be my favorite video yet. I'm probably going to do a lot more videos on XG and their fashion sense. I really hope you like this video, and please support me so one day my dream of meeting XG can come true. But anyways, say goodbye to Haven. Woo! Hi, Mimi! What are you doing? That's my sweet baby girl. But she's... Hello? I don't know what she's doing. I'm so confused.